Let's start the show.
Whiskey flows like a river wide. Martelle, Mike, and Randy by my side. Buckhorn tails wild as the night.
Hercules. All right. Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I'm Martelle, and with me always is Mike and Randy at the Mac Shack. What's up, guys?
If you are inspired by the riveting tale of Helen Keller, then you've come to the right.
Okay.
I didn't have one for 2 shows, man. I came prepped for one.
That's fine. That's Helen Keller, something Helen Keller.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta get something. That sounded like a firework mortar, like going off.
Boop. Sound like a mortar going off.
So this is a refresh of one of our most apparently popular YouTube videos.
I guess.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Hercules Mulligan Rum and Rye. It is rum, rye, whiskey, ginger, and bitters.
Yeah, and it was fucking fantastic.
It's
Last
so
time,
fucking good.
Fill it up.
I don't need to fill it up, but like I said, I drank so much the other week.
I have not had a drink this week.
Well,
Since Friday.
I'm gonna take that one.
You get the little one. Yeah.
I had.
You get the little fella.
Him gets the little
Well,
The
guy.
little fella.
I ended up drinking because we never finished it from the previous show when I was at Buckeye Lake. So I had the old fashioned. I had a dank house. Then I went back
And
to
Dank House is no slouch.
No. Then we went back to my buddy's house after we were done. Sat on the front porch. Had 3 more Columbus Brewing Boadies
Okay.
at 9.5%.
Yep.
Then went home and text Brandon and Jimmy on the way home, and they're like, "Come to Double Edge." Went to Double Edge and had 3 more beers.
But they can't come here when they go Double Edge.
Well, yeah.
You got to play it ahead. I messaged him that day while we were recording.
Yeah, well,
He's like, you got to give us more notice. I was like, Martelle gave you notice hours ago.
I'm like spontaneous. I don't give notices when I do shit like that. Like my texting them.
That's what you should have said.
Before I go, they need to fucking come on the show. At least the one of them.
Yeah. No, I agree. I've been trying.
Hey, 2 seats. Brandon and Jimmy can fly out.
So
They're never going to get permission for that.
no.
Not ever.
I'm so
We're
glad
going
I
to
get
Utah.
permission.
Well, they're
No, you're
Mormons.
not.
Beth and I have our things.
Honestly, they're like Mormons. You're safe.
Beth and I have, but then sister wives, and Beth and I have that thing. It's
God,
like
it's so good.
tell each other
I
about
wish
it.
this was
but
available.
Literally every week, I'm like, "What's going on this week?" And she's like, "Well, I'm doing this, and that, and then we got this, and any family stuff." No. All right, I'm podcasting Sunday. She's like, "All right." Like it's not a
Oh my god.
Well, every
So
Sunday's a
fucking
podcast,
good.
though.
almost pretty much.
It's so fucking good.
You know what? This would be really good with Sprite too.
It would be good with
It
almost
would.
anything.
Ginger ale,
Yeah.
a good crisp, a dry ginger ale, crisp one.
Like Canada Dry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Don't tell
fuck.
me you got some of that in the fridge. In the fridge.
It is good though. Like this fucking bottle
Oh, it's delicious.
is outstanding. Like I want it in
They
Ohio.
need to mass produce it.
Yeah, I want it in Ohio.
Yeah. This is phenomenal.
Where's it at? Where's the bottle? What'd you do with it? I don't know. Yeah, let me have that.
Did we empty it already?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I just want it out in front.
Yeah. It's so fucking good.
I don't know where it's available, but your brother sent it to you, right?
Yeah.
So
It's amazing.
All right.
it is.
I'm gonna take my 3rd sip neat, and then I want a Canada Dry.
Yeah, it's son of a bitch. This is one of the best pre-mixed
Ever.
ever.
Oh,
100%.
hands down, because a lot of the
Hands-
premixes are so mediocre at
Well,
best.
or they're either they lean one way or the other. They're
Yeah.
like too weirdly boozy or too weirdly not.
Or too weirdly sweet.
That's
like
what I was
sickly
gonna say.
sweet.
Yeah.
This
And I
isn't
like
sickly
s-
sweet.
It's well
this
known.
is
I have a sweet
It's
tooth.
balanced. It's fucking delicious.
It's everything.
We literally just poured it out of the bottle over ice, and
Yeah.
it's spot on.
and that's all that's
Like,
all you
nailed
need.
it.
That bottle
It's-
could disappear.
It's a
quickly.
rum, rye whiskey, ginger, and bitters. It's 86 proof, so 43%.
Which is
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
We all have secrets that we'll never tell. Some secrets are more precious than others. My secret, rum and rye. What's your secret? Your secret is safe with me.
Like
My secret is yeast and depression.
We like need to figure out how to like reproduce this.
I'm sure there's copycat recipes out there for this. There has to be.
But I feel like it's so limited that there's probably not.
But so the one
Canada Germany, Mike.
the Los Gauchos that I like to go to that's up at Easton.
Good crack.
There's a copycat recipe for their jalapenos and red onions.
Oh, when? It just registered in my brain what you said. I'm watching, like, is he going to stop? Oh, he told you to.
He said, "Tell me to stop."
He said when.
Okay, we'll see how it is.
So there's a copycat recipe for their jalapeno red onion, like
what?
side.
Oh.
At Los Gauchos,
Oh
which
my
is
gosh.
fucking amazing. And I actually may go there on Tuesday. I think I'm gonna go to the office.
That's so good with the
I
ginger
could
ale.
drink that forever.
It's good. It's good alone.
Yeah,
God damn it.
I
with
could
the-
drink that forever.
With the ginger ale,
Yeah.
it's so crisp.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this is by far the perfect pre-mixed bottle ever.
ever that we've ever tried.
Ever.
For premix, yes.
I hold reservation that there might be some unicorn out there, but goddamn,
This is the
haven't
unicorn,
found
Mike. This is the unicorn.
holy
your secret
shit,
safe
that's
with
so
them.
Fucking good.
Yeah, so good. Like I'm not disappointed in any way, shape, or form
No, there's nothing wrong
with
with
this.
There-
I want
there's-
more of this.
There's
Did you throw
no.
some ginger ale in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got his
good.
now.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
There's no.
I love
What are you looking for?
fucking something flying by my head.
Oh yeah, well.
I like
so-
the
It's just your mom coming by to say hi.
must be. I like the
That's how she
kind of
sounded when I had her.
colonial. Like I look at this like it's sort of colonial-esque.
Very much.
Like
Scissors
it's
and
just a
thimble.
scissors and a thimble.
Yeah, the bottles. I like the dark bottles too. I don't know why. It's just
No,
they're
it
older.
like it. Like I don't.
I could
wanna
see that in
say
Pirates of
it's-
the Caribbean.
Like
No.
Why is the rum gone?
Yeah, I
No, the
don't
bottle
wanna
I'm
say
saying, like
it's
the dark
perfect,
bottle.
but it's very.
It's like an old pirate rum bottle.
It's like it's so spot on.
Yeah. I just
It's fantastic.
it's fucking great. 23 Queen Street.
Oh, you need to make sure you take
That's
pictures
a
of
Buffalo
everything.
thing.
Yeah, it's out
You
of
forgot to take pictures of the two
Westfield.
bitch from last episode.
it's
Come
out
on,
of-
social media guy.
Oh, titties.
Totally.
I just
They're
saw
just
titties.
mine.
Yeah.
Instagram's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Instagram's getting a little more lenient on the titties now. If you want to see titties,
No, Instagram.
hit
is
X.
so
do you guys remember the
lenient.
Wild West when Instagram first started?
Yes.
yeah.
Dude, I saw stuff in there that I thought I'd be on a checklist for.
You
No,
can go to
You saw stuff on that, and you're like, "Am I in Tumblr?"
you can
No,
go to
I've never been to
X
Tumblr.
or Twitter,
Oh.
and you can get full blown porn
Tumblr is.
No,
on X.
on
Yeah,
Instagram
Tumblr
early
used
on.
to be, yes, you can.
On Instagram
Just
early
follow
on,
Kanye.
Yeah,
you'd be
before.
swiping just randomly, just the whatever.
Oh yeah, I know. Before
And
Meta
no,
bought him.
there would be
If you follow
PDF
Kanye,
stuff.
it was
Yeah.
hardcore porn.
you would literally be swiping, and there'd be like an 8-year-old on there.
Nope.
Nope.
And I deleted the app at first, until years later when when Facebook bought it and they started like choking down on stuff. That was a bad choice of words.
Wow.
No, but I appreciate it.
That was unintentional. I
I
love,
started, yeah.
but I
here to
seriously
kink
like I'd be
shame,
swiping on
but-
Instagram, and be like, oh, funny drunk people, oh, funny whatever, and then you'd be like, that's kitty pee.
That's I just saw
And-
leather
and
Cheerio there just then.
I was like, this isn't like how is this an app? Because it'd be always uploaded by some like Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I couldn't understand the language, and
It's always
I
in that
deleted
curly
the app
Q
because
Arabic.
Yeah, it could
I
be
deleted the app for years because I was like, I don't want to see that
No.
and have that on my data stuff and on my phone.
That
So I
just-
deleted the app.
That leaves a bad taste
And
in
it
my
was
mouth.
years later that. Same thing it did to Michael Jackson. Hey! But it was terrifying early on because some of the stuff you go in there for was for comedy or art. I followed a lot of knife makers, pipe makers, stuff like that. Bought some pipes off of there, and then you'd be swiping and it'd just be like the most off the wall Middle
Oh, yeah.
Eastern. And I'm like, that's not legal.
Like Russian stuff
I-
is wacko too.
However, miss the 90s internet.
Yes.
Like
Late 90s, early 2000s was
like 90s internet. Like
wild- the last
96,
Wild West.
96 to
I need some shin
2001.
guards for soccer. dicks.
Dicks.com.
Yeah. I remember the first time I went to Dicks.com. I'm like, oh, this feels so wrong with Dicks.
You remember the first
And
time
it was like, it came up and I'm like, because I was in school.
Do you remember the first time you heard about that new political party, the lemonparty.org? You know you did.
Yes.
You know you did. Somebody set it up and you clicked on it and you're like,
You'd be like,
it takes
I need
38 minutes to load, and then once it does, you're like, no!
you're like, oh, are there sublinks?
Meat spin. What's meat spin?
I'm still happy that I'm going to go ahead and claim the original Rickroll with Rate My Poo on Columbus Racing.
Oh my.
That's old school.
Like way before Rickrolling ever happened. I would do shit with shortened URLs that went to, most of them were this
You
one
didn't
called the
invent
Lord.
Rickrolling.
I know I didn't invent it, but I'm
Okay.
claiming I did.
Typical American.
I was
You weren't the first here. I know I wasn't, but I'm claiming that I was.
But I was rickrolling people with Lord of the Rings, which was this dude who took a shit and it literally wrapped around the toilet bowl 3 times. And that's the same photo I'd use every time with a different shortened URL. And it was well before rickrolling. But
Did I send you guys the poetry of the 20th anniversary of Leeroy Jenkins?
I sent it to you.
Did you send it to me? Okay.
It's so amazing.
Yes,
with the
it was
puppet?
you.
With the
Yes.
puppet?
the
Yeah.
puppet. If
I was
you've
like,
never
that is
watched
theater.
The puppet before,
Oh, he's fucking great.
He's amazing.
Yardbird.
I'd never seen him.
Yeah,
he's
Yardbird. Yeah.
amazing.
I think I knew of him, but I never
Oh my
cared.
God, he's so
But that
good.
piece,
Fucking
I
play that
literally
shit.
watched the whole thing.
The Leeroy Jenkins thing is amazing.
That whole thing-
This whole episode's gonna be us munching ice.
I don't give a shit. Like, this is
And
second.
I have like stories to tell too.
Like, Leeroy Jenkins was...
Oh, I've got dude.
Leeroy Jenkins.
We need to talk about your Philly story, but I've also got a story about it.
And I just got another story.
Oh, shit. All right. Do the Yardbird thing. Let's get into Philly. Let's get into
Ballad of
let's get
Leeroy Jenkins.
Yes.
We
So
won't have time to get in mine too, which is fine. I can save it.
we have plenty of, we're only 12 minutes and we have plenty of time.
Yeah, we say that.
'Twas a dark night, a black night. A cursed and foul air hung about the stones and masonry of the
This is
hall.
about
Just
12
beyond
minutes.
The door
Yeah, it's
lied the
long.
rookery.
It's so good.
And within was
But we
can't play the whole
guarded by
thing.
dragon's
No, we
claw,
can't.
and a bevy
There's
of
no
raven
copyright
egg.
on it.
Within
I'm not
each
worried
a
about that.
ruthless
I'm worried
dragon
about-
whelp, hungry
We'll
and
talk
champing
over it.
to
It's fine. We'll have a
suck
I'm not worried
the
about that
marrow
either.
from
I
the
don't
bone
care.
Of any got too close.
What are we gonna do?
To
Take our
peek
video
within
down
would
from
be
all of our
folly.
68
to
listeners?
enter would be death, but be not afeared. Nay, for glory was near. Our guild, yea, a light shine shoneth. For with them was a hero of whom I speaketh, and to whom we drinketh to it. Once
We
the
drinketh to
devil's
it.
math had been done, a plan had been hatched. Our hero's bloodlust grew fierce and impossible to slake. The odds against them, hope was feeble and frail, limping and crawling to its grave. It is said and written that the hardest part of life is the waiting. Patience be a cardinal virtue. And this our hero was challenged and laden by the horrors of composure and poise, humility and precaution, steady study and measure. Oh, 'twas a burden indeed. Whilst the others braced and discussed the strategy, our hero, barbarous and untamed, tired of the preparations, could handle the virtue of which I spoketh of no longer. In a moment, seared into the rock of legend, he drew up his sword, wet his knees in sprint, and howled his victory cry into the hall, charged into the rookery, his guildmates looking on in horror, crying out in surprise. The raid had begun! And as expected, the eggs burst, the whelps drew breath, the spawn charged into rage, swords were bent, shields were shattered, and everyone fucking died. And yet the cry, the roar lived on. The sound of it charging fearless madness of the glorious final moment of that. And all war to come into the ear canals and veins of
It's
any
actually only
has
like
the
5
glory
minutes long,
to
but-
live a defeat and unleash a final noise. A last right that will never die, that will live immortal For it is still heard to this day, if you but listen to the walls. And all warriors from then on woot, cry in battle. And it shall be honored and remembered for all time, Ed, throughout the landed. And 'tis today and to here and to now that we raise our glasses and remember it well in each other's magnificent faces. For it was 20 years ago, this 11th of May, that first and final was heard the battle cry that forever shall be remembered of Leeroy
Jenkins! I love it. He's like, they all fucking died.
How that is put is epic.
It's eloquent.
It's so fucking good.
And this is all around a goddamn video game.
One small snippet
of a video
of a
game.
Video game.
That just lives in infamy.
One of the first viral videos.
It is
Yeah.
legitimately one of the first, like...
I renamed my phone at one point to be Leeroy Jenkins. And Liz goes, what the fuck is Leeroy Jenkins? I'm like, Leeroy Jenkins. And she goes, you're a fucking idiot.
Do you guys realize that spans generations?
Yes.
Because I was watching Duck Dynasty, and they play paintball, and one of the young sons, who's 10, 15 years younger than me, and I'm younger than both of you, they're playing paintball, and the guy's like, all right, we're going to go here. John Luke, you go here. And he's just explaining all
runs
he goes, John Luke, the kid who's like 15, who was born years after that happened.
Oh, yeah.
Leeroy Jenkins. He just takes off, and they're like, stick to the plan. And the other, his like younger sister goes, we had a plan. It's just like, it spans generations.
Yeah.
It
is
It
great.
is one of the weird, like, viral internet memes moments.
It's just,
that's one thing I do like about it. It's on TikTok, but then it ends up on Instagram and Reels and all this, where people bring back those early internet memories, the good ones.
Yeah.
Not the
Vine
bad
Bub
ones.
Rub.
Vine, dude, I watch Vine compilations on YouTube.
So does Harley.
It's like 20-something minutes.
Fucking drives
of
me
the
insane.
best.
Like-
My favorite's the skinny Asian kid. He's like, this is why Asians don't play basketball or don't play sports. And he takes his basketball and just like yeets it over the whole hoop. And he goes, touchdown, motherfucker! And that's the Vine. And it's one of my favorite things.
Like, the Vine stuff was the precursor to so much of what we have now.
Me and my buddy Black John. He tends to go by
John Black.
No, it's Walter, the photographer. he tends to go by just John in his older days now.
Just John Black.
He's
Walter.
like
Black. John
but
Walter.
we went
there's
to
a lot
we
of
were working a
aliases.
summer camp, and him and I ended up counselors in the same cabin, and we go into the mess hall for the first meal.
So
and they
many
have pictures of all these previous camps and all this.
So
And they
many
had one where they had
memories.
Was his dad there?
they do different food fight. No, he don't have a dad. He's actually adopted by two really, really, really white people, and it's funny.
Oh, all right.
And
What are their
we're looking at all the
names?
pictures. Like,
John, Steve.
no, I don't think his mom's name's Steve. But
It could be.
but we're looking at all these pictures of previous
Neil
camps
Bob?
at this campground, and all these kids doing different activities. And there's one where they had like a food fight or something. You see a bunch of kids around food, and there's one black kid, and he's got half a watermelon like husk on his head like a helmet. And I went, John, why they got your boy like the only one out here with a watermelon on his head? And he lost it. So it like became this running joke with us.
So
And nobody else saw this picture apparently, because all week we'd be out like playing football or like we were doing water balloon fights. I'm like, John, get your watermelon helmet. And like we'd be yelling stuff back and forth. Nobody had a clue. And then there's a Vine where this guy's like, everybody got a helmet to protect their head, but I got a watermelon instead. He's got a watermelon on his head. And he's got a watermelon raft. Somebody sent him. He's like, everybody says that we can't swim, but I got a watermelon to keep me floating or something. Like everything's watermelon, and he calls it watermelon. And every time I go somewhere, I'll be like, we got watermelon to keep us cool. Nobody gets
Watermelon Post.
But it's just like there were so many good Vines out there. And when TikTok came out, I was like, it was Vine until it started expanding where you had
Yes.
1 minute.
Yeah, in the U.S.
It went from 30 seconds to 1 minute to 3 minutes to 10 minutes, and then it got dumb.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
And there's still some funny TikTokers out there.
Oh,
There's some really funny
so
ones.
fucking many.
And some of them have gone, like, two of the guys I followed and interacted, I did videos with. One of them's on Kill Tony now, like as a regular one. Like I've seen them go on to become professional comedians, so that's cool. But it all stems back to Vine, like 7 seconds, make it. It's so, and it's the most dumb stuff, like the one guy driving, road work ahead. Yeah, I hope it does, and that's the end of the video. It's just like the most quick hitting. Like you've got to get it. You got to be fast to understand it, and you got to be fast to deliver it. If you're making the content, or it doesn't fly, because you got 7 seconds to make people react.
Yep.
Which
good,
is
bad, or indifferent. Laugh.
So much
yell.
better than the way shit is now.
Yeah, I agree. And it was just.
I watched a long form
for 10 days.
You've been gone from work for 10 days.
Yes.
Are they still? Is the company still around?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The whole company.
Like I came back and immediately just slipped in, and they were like, "God,
right into the DMs.
damn it, McLaren." They're like, "We miss you, also not."
You're like, yeah, well, get used to it.
No, really, you know.
2 more months, motherfucker.
yeah.
God damn it, 2 months.
Like,
2
I'm about to be
fucking months.
sleeping in Utah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you know, like I'm
definitely not going to make it.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right.
I want more of that.
Well, we can do more, but
We'll
let's
try
do.
that, and then we'll
We can
finish.
try
off
that, but that with the ginger ale was.
So this is one we did with.
Please.
It was Mel and Liz.
Yeah.
One
Mel
thing I
and Liz
won't
show.
miss when you move to Utah is you sit and drink on the edge of a fucking table. Because Judd does that shit and it drives me nuts.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Judd will set a drink here, and then like 30 minutes later, he'll be like, oh, here, boom. And he goes flying across the room, and I'm like,
The only thing that drives my nuts is a steering wheel belt buckle.
Well, this is Paladin from Quest End.
Which is the most nerdiest
It
thing
is
ever.
so fucking D&D.
It's amazing.
The bottle itself. So the bottle is kind of rectangular in shape,
kind of. It looks
trapezoidish.
like SpongeBob's
It's trapezoid. It's not rectangular. It's actually a trapezoid.
Which is a rectangle by
Which-
definition,
Maybe, but
I think.
neither here nor there.
So
But this is called Paladin, and this is a blend of straight bourbon whiskeys. It is 100 proof, but the side of the bottle has a health point fucking gauge on it.
yep.
And right now we're at 10
Yeah.
because we've only had X amount out of this bottle.
So also just to like tie everything together, Matthew Lillard is one of the sponsors and
Of the show.
Who is Matthew Lillard?
Matthew Lillard
Lillard.
is one of the guys from Hackers. He was also in SLC Punk.
Oh, okay. Hack the planet.
Hack the planet.
There's a map on the back of the bottle. There's the health gauge that says Paladin. Now, they've released several other versions of this. They've had like a warlord,
I feel like we're
Or-
up to 4 or 5.
like an ogre or a troll. There's been several, like they're all very much fantasy-based role-playing style
I've been called
names.
a troll way
You
more often
are
than they
a
called my
troll.
name.
Also an ogre.
So, but this one here,
For the right price, I'll be whatever you want.
I mean, it's a pre-open bottle. But when we had this previously, I'm just going to pass this around and let everybody pour their own. Even
Jesus Christ.
Liz thought this was really good.
Yeah. So Murphy just got pulled over.
Oh, yeah?
It's what you get for
For 5 and a 15?
driving white and
Registration.
Did you say, bro, you need to get your... Can I take a selfie with
Can
you?
that be the cover of this episode? Oh, you showing it up close?
Oh, you know, I can... you send me that photo and I can just splice it right into
Yeah.
the video.
Do it.
Like the fact that the cop is smiling is the best.
Hey,
best
dipshit.
thing ever.
Did he say meow?
Hey, guess what?
Guess
Registration is expired.
Oh, Christ on a
LOL,
cracker.
they're just letting me know. He said you can renew it online. Also, First ever pullover.
That's the first. How old is he?
19.
Oh, amateur.
I got pulled over when I was 16.
I was in court before I was 18 for driving.
Oh,
issues.
shit. All right, so Paladin. Oh,
I don't have
it. It smells sweet. Now, for those who don't know, a Paladin...
I passed you my glass. I think that's mine. I mean, I don't care to...
A Paladin is a Knight of the Light. Just as a heads up for anybody who is... For the nerds out there that don't know.
Unless it's my lineage.
No,
then
for
it's
the non-nerds out there.
If my family made it be a light of the heavy.
Well, a Paladin...
Heavy of the night or... Something
Paladin
not light.
Is a Knight of the Light. They carry a gigantic sword and wear a cape. In most cases.
Mike is pissing me off right now to no end.
I'm fine with it.
That's way too close to the edge for my comfort. You're making... I mean, it's your house, so I don't care, but I also don't want to see it wasted. If you would have spilled that right there, I would have cheered. This I don't care about. Get rid of the voodoo. Just chuck that across the room. I don't care about the Voodoo Ranger. I'm not a big fan. I mean, it's okay, but...
Nah.
I also haven't had the Juice Force, but whatever. I get so antsy when stuff's on the edge of tables.
This is still amazing as it was the day we opened it.
I wish.
Like,
I wish I was here.
Well, you couldn't make
It's
it,
excellent.
and Liz and Melissa filled in. And
Good
Liz
episode.
liked
It's one of the
this.
very few episodes I actually watched.
Yeah. And Liz isn't a whiskey drinker, so she has some bottles at home, but we haven't even.
Hey guys, this is really good. You should try this.
Well, it's not available
See,
anymore.
I got to move it towards me so I don't knock stuff off the edge of the table.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, it's not available anymore. So they're one and done. But you can get other bottles from Quest End.
Yes.
The problem is, my only issue is I don't think it's a $150 bottle. No. I get the premise behind it.
And it comes with
I don't support.
bric-a-brac.
I don't support Satan or the goat head on this. You just
I do.
Give $150 to the devil.
I do, because I'm going to rename the void to the swollen goat.
I got a swollen goat for you.
So he's engorged?
Yes. So each room now has.
He goes, bah!
Each room is going to have its own name. So I'll have Alpha, Beta, Charlie, Swollen Goat. The Swollen Goat is where all the alcohol is. It's perfect. Instead of the void,
Love it.
it's going to be the Swollen Goat.
Yep.
Why? Here's the thing. I don't give a shit about the goat head or the devil
because neither one of those actually exist on that bottle. But that's all right.
I don't fully agree, but it does exist on the bottle. It's right there.
No,
it's
it's
a
not.
big fucking gold goat head.
Nope, it's not there.
That looks satanic.
It's not there.
But it's not there. I'm just seeing it. But I don't see what it has to do with the theme of the rest of the bottle. Everything's nautical in there. Up your ass.
Yeah. It's all around Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, nope.
Well, I don't.
And that's not a goat, that's a dragon.
That's definitely a goat.
That's totally a dragon.
Okay.
Because it's Dungeons and Dragons
Yeah,
related.
that's a dragon.
It's a dragon.
What kind of fucking goats did you grow up with?
The ones that breathe fire?
Well, I never saw him from that angle, to be fair.
Straight on?
Straight on?
I saw him straight on
Yeah,
from behind.
no, he only saw him from behind.
Behind,
They
yeah.
were straight on from the back. I don't. That's,
That's a
Those
dragon.
are for you, not bad.
No,
never seen the face of a dragon either, though. Call me
every
donkey.
All right, Shrek. Every bottle has something to do with Dungeons and Dragons. Like it's all World of Warcraft
Nerds.
theme, Dungeons and Dragons,
if nerds
Magic the
produce,
Gathering.
Booze like this.
Okay,
I'm
first
fine
off,
with it.
nerds don't produce.
Well, they
No,
did.
they don't
They
reproduce.
do.
Sorry.
Yes, they do. Because I've known nerds since I've been 12.
I believe it.
I mean,
Did you ever
I
try
was
telling
nerding
them
out today on
no?
fucking Legos.
What?
Did you ever try telling them no?
Mike has
Different kind of nerds, though.
Both of my kids played.
Different kind of nerd going DeLorean Legos than Dungeons and Dragons. DeLorean nerds are
what
going
if
to.
they
You're going to
like-
take a shower this week. Dungeons and Dragon nerds.
They're going to take a shit or two.
Hit or miss.
They're the same.
Hit or miss.
They can
No.
be the same.
They're the same.
They can be, but they're usually not.
No, that's not true.
You're taking the minority.
They're not black.
So you're against DEI. Okay, good.
Against Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm against it. I just don't give a fuck about it.
You're
I don't-
against it. You're more into it.
I mean,
I'm into the goats.
the swollen goats.
Ooh.
Yama Lama Lakem.
Now you're just getting
Yama
into,
Sama Lakers.
now you're just getting into kitty porn.
Yeah, 'cause
Goats, kids,
what are baby
Aloha
kids?
snack bar.
What are baby goats known as?
Kids. Yeah. Aloha snack bar.
Yeah, yeah.
Snack bars. There's
It's
nothing like a good
all
snack
coming
bar.
together.
At the
Randy.
same time? All of us?
Sometimes. Anyway,
Come
so
together
Right now.
the nose on this
on the
is
goat.
fantastic.
Yeah.
It's sweet.
Speaking of banging goats, the nose is fantastic.
Yeah.
Which is anti-goat.
Yeah.
True.
It's dragon.
Oh, that's so good. That's really good.
Yeah.
It is.
really is.
That's
Like
really good.
whoever they came up with this, like just Paladin, because we haven't had any of the other ones. Paladin.
But also fantastic.
I really want the other bottles. I don't want to
but
spend
I'm, like,
$150 for it.
Also, cheap as fuck.
It's a $75 bottle at best.
Yes.
And I think that's what we said before. Like
but the problem is you buy
you get the package.
all of it.
They
The
send
thing
it
is,
all the
I don't want their
bullshit.
package. This is an MGD. It's blended in Indiana.
Is it?
It says right on the front.
Yep.
Blend of Kentucky and Indiana. It's an MGD.
But
MGP.
it's so good.
But I swear it said it's
MGP.
bottled in Jacksonville.
So, ew.
Well, that's where the one
Like,
pumpernickel rye came from.
If
That I
there's something that I trust, like meth field
No, meth's Ohio.
rednecks to blend,
No,
it's to blend.
meth rednecks are Ohio.
No,
They're bath salt rednecks.
It's not exclusive.
Meth
to
in
Ohio.
Florida is breakfast. I'm talking about the different types of people.
You-
Florida man is
you
different
like to
than
have some
Ohio
bath
man.
salts,
Yeah, it's bath salts and fentanyl.
eat a cheek, and we're on to go.
yeah, I'm good
Eat
with
a goat
this.
cheek.
I don't give a shit one way or another.
It's really good.
It's
though.
excellent.
It's
Like it
really
was
good.
excellent when we cracked the bottle open. It's excellent now.
now. It's
It is
So good.
It may have gotten better.
It sucks you can't
Like-
take that to Utah because we're gonna finish that right now.
We are not.
It's a joke.
I
You can
prefer
finish
not
it
to
right now.
pass out this evening.
Yeah,
Why? You're home.
because there's still
'cause I have
tomorrow.
to work tomorrow.
You've been off 10 days.
Oh, by the way, you want to help me move some furniture this evening?
Maybe
Cool.
you get me liquored
I
up.
still have your furniture in the bed of my truck from
There you
last week.
It's still there.
It's been raining, and I'm just like,
amazing.
well, here's the thing, too. We have to get a king size bed out of what's going to be my office, and I don't want it just like sitting in the middle of my house. So I'm just like,
Oh, I think you should just set that
it's
in the,
fine.
in the middle
I
of
didn't,
your
I didn't
house.
think about it till
Basically.
now, but it's still in the bed of my truck. And the funny thing is, I didn't even load it up. I got out there.
No,
and
Mel
Mel's
and I
like,
did.
Mel's like, hey, shelves in your truck. And I went, what? She's like, yep. Me and Martelle got in there.
We're
I was
good.
like, all right, see y'all later. I had no clue they even put it in
I
there.
showed up and Mel's like, let's put this in the back of Randy's truck. I'm
When
like,
he
all right,
when he got here, before we even recorded.
Amazing.
because it was sitting out there. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I had no clue.
like she texted me, Randy could take great.
Yep.
And then I
Can
started
I
driving
empty it
home.
out? Empty it out?
I was going out 188 and I hit this hill, one of the hills that
Ka-chunk.
curves, and it was like, and I was like, oh, that shelf thing's in there, that cabinet thingy.
God.
Whoops.
That being said, that thing is
It's stout.
amazing.
Beth was excited. She was like, I've been wanting a place to put my books, and I went, well, I guess we're putting it in the bedroom.
Here's
then, or-
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, right in the middle of the living room would
Whatever.
be perfect.
Yep.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Paladin.
amazing.
So good.
H. Mulligan and Paladin, those are
job.
both.
All right.
Uh-oh. Oh, Philly story.
Yeah, Philly story. Get on
Let's
with
get
it.
into your renting the
So the
Amish
reason
Uber.
I was not here last week is I had both my guys trip to a baseball city and also training for Trader Joe's.
Training in Utah or training in general?
Training in general.
Because I feel like there should be training in Utah. Like, you just gotta. It's a
Here's
little
your
different
underwear.
environment. Yes.
Good to go.
Here's your underwear.
Watch
Yes,
this
it's full
5-minute
length.
video on how to put magic underwear on.
Yes.
Magic.
Do
Doug
they-
Henning.
Are underwear in Utah pre-soaked, or do you do the soaking yourself? Hi-yo!
Just jump on the bed. We're good to go.
We're fine. Put a quarter in the machine.
So
Hey, there's gotta be a market for that. Like, get out there and put on
Absolutely.
Craigslist. Like, I'll jump on your bed for
Just-
$50 an hour.
An hour.
Yeah, because you know they're not going to last that
50
long.
bucks for 10 minutes.
You get the
Look
you're going to get the $50
into-
in 2 for a Mormon. That dude ain't lasting no 2 minutes, dude.
I don't know.
As soon as he feels the wetty wet
you
and the
can
warmth.
TikTok, you can Instagram, you can Twitter. Just look up like SLC, like whatever term you can imagine. And they'll be like, yeah, no, I totally totally bounce on the beds for my friends.
There's got to be a market for that. Charge for it.
100%. There is.
Like,
there
do
is
you want to get
Salt
off
Lake City
in a way that
porn.
pleases Joseph Smith? I will jump on your bed for
Yeah,
you
yeah.
for this much.
Yeah, 100%.
I will get you to completion for $100. It's going to cost. It's going to take you 2 minutes tops.
I will soak you for sure.
I will soak you while you're soaking.
And I have trampoline experience.
I don't know if you know this, but
You know, I can jump without jumping.
shoot, at my weight, all I got to do is fall in the bed once, and that dude's like, "Ah!"
Oh, shit.
He going to be sounding like
Too
a
deep,
goat.
too deep,
Ah!
First time. Done.
too deep,
Done.
too deep, too deep.
Ow, it hurts.
So every
All right.
year I meet with my friends in a different city to see a baseball game.
Yeah.
This year was Philadelphia.
And
Well,
today
and
we
last
found
year
out we're not
was-
Mike's friends.
Oh shit! I'm
Wisconsin.
I'm 2 shows in. Can't
Yeah.
tell you.
Well, I'm gonna go with Wisconsin.
Sure.
I don't
No,
think
that
they
was
have
like
a baseball
5
team.
years ago.
Milwaukee. The Brewers.
Well,
That
I
was
said
5 years
Wisconsin,
ago.
That's
not Milwaukee.
No, last year was
the University
Cleveland.
of
San
Wisconsin.
Diego.
Actually, I think
San
you know what?
Diego.
I think it was. I think you were out west.
Yeah,
last
I
year.
was totally out west, and so
Well, he
we
said
tr-
not
we
west because he
try-
wants to be a cowboy.
We try and coordinate arrival times. So
Yeah, oh, yeah.
my one buddy was like, "I'm getting in from Madison at 11:45." So
I'm
like,
sorry that somebody lives in Madison.
He's been a city planner for there for years.
You're not going to make it better.
No. So
I just feel sorry for that guy.
so I was like, all right, best I can do is, like 12:45, which involves the layover in Orlando, which is right between Columbus and Philly.
That's going backwards. Like, I never understood.
But also cheaper.
Oh, hold on. So with that, that's fucking weird. When I was looking to go out to Arizona,
Here we go.
one of the flights, Alaska Airlines, wanted to fly from Columbus to Seattle and back to then I had to jump on another plane to get back to Arizona. I'm like, what the fuck?
But what's the price?
It was about the same.
You're right.
In general. And I'm like, are you... So the prices are bullshit, as far as I'm concerned.
It's horseshit.
There was another one that was the same price with 2 fucking stops.
Every airline,
Right,
And I'm like,
not
it's-
gonna do 2 stops.
every
I'm
airline
not
is
one
a
stop with
professional
them.
gambler. They just throw a price out to see if it'll stick. It's like,
Yep.
I'm like, it's
see how many will
bullshit.
take it at X price.
Yeah, it's bullshit. Like, I'll just, fuck it. I'm getting off the plane here, and I'm going to walk the rest of the way. Where are
From
you at?
Seattle.
You're
I'm
close.
I'm in New Mexico. I'm walking Arizona.
I'm
Fuck
hitching
it.
a ride with Walter
Just
White.
fucking- here we go.
RV.
Just let me in.
So my
Anyway.
buddy's arriving in Philly at like 11:45. So I check flights, comparable price. I'll get there like 12:30, 12:45.
Not terrible.
Cool, great.
Yeah.
The layover is in Orlando, right between Columbus and Philly.
Which is a great city to avoid.
Right. So
It's really
like
not.
after I booked my tickets, he's like, "God damn it, my flight's already been delayed, which is 2 months in advance." And I'm like, you fucking kidding me?
They
It's like,
delayed
no,
the flight.
I'm getting in now at like after 2. Like, whatever.
Yeah, you're
I'm
still not
booked.
far off.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Whatever.
So the flight leaves at 5:20 in the morning. So
early.
I leave Columbus at 3. I get to the airport at...
You don't leave Columbus, you leave Lancaster.
Yes.
If you leave Columbus at 3 to make a 5-something flight...
Right. No, I leave
from Columbus.
I leave Lancaster at 3. I get to the airport at 4:15.
Which is still, these days...
Plenty of time.
You don't need
That's
to be
more
that
than
early.
enough time.
No, but
Not anymore.
You don't have to.
I don't trust TSA ever.
I don't trust the airlines or TSA.
Ever. And so I get to the airport at 4:15, get through, and it's 4:15. It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
He gets to the airport at 4:15 and gets through security at 4:16 with his real ID.
I get to
Didn't
the
he have to take his
airport
shoes
at
off?
4 o'clock, and it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I've been awake since 3 a.m. I went to bed at like 11. So
I can sleep on the plane.
I quick look at my phone, and I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I need to be here. And so I mistake my
Did
gate.
you go through the wrong security?
My gate
Please tell me you didn't go through the wrong
for
security.
my security.
Shit.
And the
like-
security didn't stop
I'm
you.
like, C10, great.
You guys are the new boomers. Gen X is the new boomers.
I go through C10, great, awesome. So I get through security, and I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to be through B. So I literally get through security and look. I'm like, what gate am I at? Fuck. So
You leave security.
I leave security, go back through, and get through security again. Great. Get to Orlando, no problem. Flight leaves at 10 o'clock. 2-hour layover. Great. Get some coffee.
Ginger ale.
Life is happy. Get on the plane to go to Philly. Go to Philly. This Friday, storms. So I circle Philly. And I circle. And I circle. And I circle. And I circle. We're like, we're running low on fuel. We're landing in Baltimore. Great. Awesome.
Clear the goddamn runway so the fucking plane can land.
So go to Baltimore. We're sitting on the runway. Go to our gate. And they're like, hey, there's going to be delays for boarding. Neat. But like, hey, we're not sure when we're going to get on.
Okay.
We need you to deplane. You don't have to take any of your stuff.
You just have to get off the fucking plane.
Just get off the plane. Be back at 2:30. I've been awake since 3. I'm like, cool.
Did you sleep on the plane at all?
Nope. Not at all.
I can't sleep on a plane. I've
Oh,
tried.
I can.
I cannot.
I'll fall asleep on a plane before it takes
Like,
off.
I've tried.
Go back 2:30, like grab a beer. 2.
Take them on the plane with you.
Like grab a burger, whatever. Get back on the plane 2:30. 3:45.
Sir?
They're like, hey, we're gonna get we haven't gotten any clearance from Philly. We need you to get back off. Grab your bags.
You're driving.
So
He already told us.
I
Let him
know,
get
but
there.
it's just
right,
it's
so-
the whole thing is just like we haven't gotten clearance from Philly. You're in Baltimore. By the way, you're not getting to
so
Philly.
I get off the
Thanks
plane
for flying from
with my
Columbus
shit.
to Orlando to Baltimore just
I'm
to
in gate,
drive
like,
to Philly when you could have just
C3.
drove to Philly from Columbus.
C3. I'm like, fuck me.
Yeah.
My buddy,
You're
who
one of
was
the last
flying,
aboard.
is flying from Madison. Flies to MSP, Minneapolis.
Mm-hmm.
Goes there, lands. It was like,
That's a weird thing to me, too. That's such a short flight. Really.
lands. They're like, hey, canceled flight. Sorry.
Why did George Floyd get fucking his neck stepped on
You're
again?
like can't fly
Today's
to
the
Philly.
anniversary.
I know.
Storms, whatever. But like he's like, what can I do?
Getting stepped on again.
There's flight
Dug
to
him up.
there's flight to DCA, Dulles. Like, and they have flights to Philly. So he's like, great, I'll fly standby.
Jesus.
So he gets on.
Standby is the worst, by the way.
The one opening he gets.
Real quick, fucking Katy Perry looks like she's doing the meteorology. Anyway.
Story.
Well, she's been to space.
Yeah.
She's an astronaut.
She just flew on Jeff Bezos' big blue cock. Anyway.
So
He and she got in a rocket.
He jumps on the flight to Dulles, gets into Dulles, gets on a flight to Philly.
Fucking circles.
And round. Where does he land?
Jesus.
Baltimore.
And you're in Baltimore.
So
You could have a
I'm
drive
at like
together.
B3. He's at like C3, but we're both like on like pins and needles waiting for the announcement. We can go now. We can go now. We can go now. It gets to 6:30 p.m. And he's like, I'm gonna get a rental car. I'm like,
I'm gonna Uber
I'll
this
split
shit.
it with you. He's like, great. He's like, got a rental car. Let's go. So we go get a rental car, drive the 2.5 hours to Philly, drop the car off in the Philly airport. So waiting for our friends to come pick us up who all drove. 10 o'clock. We're at a Marriott where there's a prom.
Oh,
They're like, where do we pick you up? I'm like, we're not the ones in these sparkly dresses. They come pick us up. We go, like, have you eaten? No, we haven't had a chance because we're not sure where we're going to fucking leave. So we go drink, eat. I get back to the hotel at 1:30. I've been awake for 22 hours.
Oh, fuck all that.
Finally get in. Like, it was the fiasco of fiascos.
You should. There's a pub, like a legitimate pub in Philly. You should have just went to that pub and be like, just keep them coming.
Like, you couldn't get to Philly.
Well,
He
once he got there, like,
did.
once he got there, it was just like, I was just like, just keep them
And
coming.
Philly is like loaded up because there's a like Comic-Con.
Christ.
So all the hotels are like booked.
All the kind of people that make Paladin.
So we stay at a hotel in Jersey, which is it's the first.
Did you get a good sandwich at least?
Oh, it's the first hotel we've stayed in 4 years that has had the entrance on the outside of the hotel.
That's called a motel. That's a motel. You stayed at a Motel
They
6.
fucking charge by the hour,
You
too.
stayed at a Sleep
Basically.
In.
And
The
so
bed was heart shaped and had this quarter slot.
It was the
machine next to
residence
it.
motel.
pretty much.
5 years since George Floyd.
We have it on
timing on
TV
this
just for
couldn't be
those
better.
watching.
Yeah, there's a whole thing going on over here.
So like I got like 4 hours of sleep and then we
Oh, my God.
launched into our like weekend. It was a shit show.
From the beginning.
But the kismet of like a guy who's flying from Madison who's supposed to fly into Philly and a guy who's flying in from Columbus to fly into Philly meet in Philadelphia. And he's like, do you want to rent a car? I was like, I'll fucking
Done.
split it
We
with
meet
you.
in Baltimore.
Let's do it.
Well, yeah, meet in Baltimore, but fuck it. Yeah.
Let's fucking do it. It was
Jesus.
insane.
I made a joke and then I was sitting here looking at the time and I was like, they probably could have got an Amish horse and buggy.
And got
They
there.
made it from
Like
Lancaster.
if I didn't have
Like if your buddy came into Lancaster and you guys went to Bremen and met one of the Amish families, they
could've
probably
gone.
could have got you to Philly way
if
quicker.
I didn't have
They
to
have connections.
go to training
The Underground Amish Railroad.
for Trader Joe's for Monday through Wednesday,
The underground horse
it would have
buggy.
been perfect. But I had to fly from Philly to Chicago,
Oh,
and that was Chicago from.
so you went from one shitty city to another.
Another shitty. Literally, that in Chicago starts with shitty.
Chicago.
Chicago.
Like left on Monday morning.
Holy shit. Al Sharpton looks like he's the crypt keeper.
Al Sharpton is like on
burnt.
Ozempic and every other
Holy
weight line.
shit.
He is the crypt keeper.
He looks like the crypt keeper. So for the, Randy just mentioned we have like the news is like kind of playing.
We had hockey on.
It
But
switched.
hockey's over because Edmonton won.
Yeah.
Is that good?
And
Yes.
and Mike went to Baltimore, Philly.
Baltimore, Philly, Chicago, home.
Delphia.
Baldy-Delphia.
Okay,
That
wait.
tracks.
So you
That
went from
tracks.
Columbus, which I would argue is the best of the cities you visited, but that's hearsay.
Yeah.
That's there's bias. No, there's
like,
bias.
there's
There's
bias.
bias.
It's fucking Ohio.
But
Yeah.
you went for get over the Ohio.
Nope.
If you're in Columbus and you go to Philly,
Philly was great. Liz and I went to Philly.
Sorry,
and it was
sorry,
fantastic.
you went to Orlando,
Like,
which
we're
is
like-
a
we're like,
cesspool.
it's bullshit.
Then you went to Baltimore.
I didn't leave the airport.
And then you went to
Yeah.
fine.
That's how I was in Atlanta. When we were flying into Atlanta, I was excited because I was like, I'm going to go. I had like a 2.5 hour layover. I was like, I might go try and see something in
No.
Atlanta. And when
So
we were
you looked out
flying
the
in,
window.
they were like, we're landing. And I opened the window, and there was a smog over the. You could see.
Don't taste it first. I put some in.
Don't taste it first.
Don't taste it first.
But you could see this.
Delicious.
this smog. You could see this smog over Atlanta, and it just reeked of depression and
Yeah,
just
doesn't
bad.
suck.
Nothing good.
Yeah.
So I just stayed in the airport.
Yeah,
But you went from Columbus to Orlando, which I have been to.
I've been to Orlando several
Crap
times.
City.
It's
Crap City.
Orlando's not bad.
Crap City.
You
It's
get
not
out,
bad
go
if you
outside
like
of Orlando.
Disney.
Yeah,
Disney's
it's
not. There was a guy from Orlando who got pissed about that.
there.
Disney's not in Orlando.
No,
it's
it's
just
not.
the closest big airport.
Right, which is
It's-
fine.
It's 30
Well,
minutes
it's-
away from Disney.
No, it's not
Disney
even
is
30
Orlando.
minutes. It's 30
That's
minutes
what
with
he said.
traffic.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Okay,
30
so
minutes
it's
with
30
traffic.
minutes.
No,
Disney
the I-4 is a fucking
Orlando.
abysmal
So Orlando,
fucking highway.
okay, whatever. Orlando sucks. Then you go to Baltimore. I haven't been to Baltimore, but I've heard not good things.
Baltimore as a airport, not great.
then you go to
Baltimore.
Philly.
If you go to the right places, great.
Okay, if you have
Probably.
to, if
Yeah.
you have
Oh,
to,
yeah. Yeah.
If you have to sell me on if you go to the right places,
Well,
I'm not sold.
Okay,
there's
That's
bad-
like when I went to New York. I
So
saw cool
Columbus-
things.
Columbus,
is
if you
terrible.
go to the right places,
is
great.
great. If you go to the wrong places,
Well, yeah, you can say
Horrifying.
that about any city.
That's what Mike just said.
Yeah.
If you go to the right places in Baltimore, it's not
I'm
bad.
agreeing,
Yeah.
but
You
would-
should
it
be.
it's
has
also
to be your
on
preference.
like the ocean, which Columbus
Doesn't
does
have.
not have.
Neither does
And they have
Orlando.
seafood restaurants.
Yeah.
So does Ohio. Red Lobster,
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Fish Market,
Nope. Fish
Ocean-
Market
other
sucks.
Ocean Club.
Lobster.
No.
Ocean Club's
Ocean
better.
Club.
Yeah.
Fish Market is
Ocean
Then
Club
there's, then there's
pays.
another
Awful.
Red Lobster, and then I
Yeah.
recently saw a meme that was like Applebee's, and then Chili's was like Southwest Applebee's, and then Red Lobster was Seafood Applebee's. It was like all these different restaurants.
That's accurate.
Not wrong.
But no, like
The fish market is fucking
I've
awful.
heard there are cool
I was
things in
pissed.
there are cool things in every city, but let's be honest.
Ocean Club.
Let's be honest. I don't
It's
want
a
to live in
Cameron
Orlando.
Mitchell, so they pay.
I don't want to live in Atlanta. I
I
wanna
don't
live
either.
in Baltimore,
No.
No.
but I also don't want to live in
No.
Columbus. But of those four, I would choose Columbus.
No.
I would choose
100%.
Baltimore.
I would choose Philly.
Oh,
Liz and I made a trip to Philly,
Philly's
and it was
not bad.
amazing.
you were
like
a
Philly's
tourist.
not bad at
You didn't
all.
live there.
You're right. I was a tourist.
Like
But I don't
like,
live in fucking
Philly,
Columbus.
we
I
did
fucking
the-
live here now. Fuck
like-
this goddamn state and everything about it. It's a cesspool of
We
bullshit.
did the ultimate
No,
like
you're a
old
cesspool of
man,
bullshit. That
I'm
would go
fine with that,
wherever
too.
you-
middle-aged.
The only
man
difference,
things.
if you moved anywhere, you'll just be in a hotter cesspool of bullshit.
No.
Yes.
unless
No.
you moved, if you moved to Alaska, it's not that hot.
He's not.
cesspool of
Oh, you think
bullshit.
Martelle's moved to Alaska?
I ain't
ever?
moving to fucking Alaska ever.
Never. Not a chance
If
in a
there
million
are
years.
financial
If
incentives,
they,
It would take-
have to be a lot of
if
money.
there are
Hell would
financial
literally have to
incentives,
freeze
Martelle would move to Alaska.
If he
in
made a
the
the
million
amount
a
of
year,
money?
maybe.
No.
Like I said, maybe.
No, that's not even a maybe. I'm telling you, $1 million a year to live in Alaska ain't a chance.
I said if there are financial,
It would have to
incentives,
be
mo-
upwards of
move to Alaska.
$5 million a year.
If there are financial incentives,
It would have to be
Martelle would move to
significant.
Alaska.
So my point stands.
So
thank you for validating.
Martelle,
you did not validate.
Hey.
You said $1 million. I'm saying no.
nope.
No, he validated my point that you're not
$20
moving
million
to Alaska.
a year tax
both
free. I'm there.
You know what? I'll live in Alaska and I'll vacation someplace else.
100%.
11 months out of the year.
I did not.
You can't. You got to work in
I
person.
did
Nope.
not put qualifications.
There was no qualifications on it.
all.
But for
I
even
will live anywhere
I will not do it for
for
a million.
price.
Oh, for
Hey,
the
we
price,
need
yeah.
you to move to Rwanda. Great.
All right.
How much? No. How much? Yes.
AIDS. AIDS. You're
AIDS?
definitely getting AIDS.
I'm going to get AIDS.
Yeah.
Great.
AIDS, how
Awesome.
many AIDS am I getting?
Yeah.
All of
you're
them.
like you're
8?
25
Cool.
million
All the
for
AIDS.
25 million for moving there.
All right.
Like 45 million for living there.
So,
That's
Either
an
way,
aid.
you went to a lot of
That's an
shitty
aid.
cities, is all I heard.
yeah.
And you had a terrible time doing it.
But Philly, when Liz and I were in Philly, and yes, we were tourists.
You were on vacation and you guys went to the nicest
But
four
no,
parts of
no, we did not. We walked everywhere we went.
Yeah.
One.
Again,
Like,
you're
Philly-
a tourist. You were
Shut the fuck up for a
Like,
second.
total
you stay in the
old
hood?
Man shit.
Oh,
Went to
we were in the hood. Yes,
Liberty Bell?
absolutely.
There's no
Liberty
way.
Bell's in the hood.
Yep.
you
Edgar
vi-
Allan
it's-
Poe's house is in the fucking hood.
No,
You're
that's,
still
yeah,
visiting
that's
a
Baltimore.
touristy spot
Edgar
But
Allan House
we walked.
is Baltimore.
But we walked
from Philly to Baltimore.
from Philly to Baltimore.
That's
Like there was no Ubering. Liz and I did
this
no.
is Martelle's logic. After years of knowing Martelle hates anything Ohio regardless of what you say.
I don't give a shit about
It doesn't matter.
Ohio.
Even if you're logical and
But
factual, he doesn't
that's
care.
fine.
It doesn't matter.
That's fine.
But Liz and I, when we did it was called Pack Up and Go. We didn't know where we were going.
You spent the money and they
That's
decided
awesome.
it.
We didn't know. We had no
talked about
clue.
that.
Love it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we talked about
that
it. We had
years
no
ago.
clue where we were going. We went to Philly for Liz's birthday one year. We landed in Philly. Great. We had no issues. We got off at the airport. We took a taxi to our hotel to drop shit off. That was the last time we got in a car. We never touched a car again until we got back to the hotel to go back to the airport when we left.
That's
Everywhere we
that's
went, we
amazing.
walked.
You can do that in any major city.
That's
You
amazing.
can, yes. But we walked through some shady ass fucking places, and to get to Poe's house, that was
Poe's house
sketchy
is
as
in-
shit.
Poe's house.
That was
is
like
in
walking
the
down-
shittiest neighborhood ever.
That was like walking down Parsons Avenue for 10 miles. The same shit, the
Parsons
same
ain't
block
bad.
Parsons Avenue
is bad.
in like the
There are way
height
worse
of
parts
the-
than Parsons than
Like
Columbus.
and Poe's house.
I've worked in them and I've had to
Poe's
go
house
make middle of the
is
night
like
calls.
A third of the place.
It's in a
of
fucking
this.
yeah.
But here's the difference, though. You're saying it's in a bad place in town. I get that.
It's in a
You're
shitty
still
fucking
going to a place that's protected. You're going to a place that's
every
a
place.
destination.
No,
I can't even finish a sentence with you two.
no, you can't because we can't finish a sentence with you either. It's
Bullshit.
not protected.
Sentence.
Pourquoi?
Sentence.
That's the sentence too. Poe's house is not protected by
Poe's
anything.
house is like 5 times the space that the Mac Shack is.
Yeah.
It is tiny, and it is in the ghetto.
It's
Oh, I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, but
that
you're
none
still
of you
going-
said the ghetto.
Sorry. I don't know how to reply
You
to that.
South
it's
Park.
it's a house and there's projects around it.
Yeah, it is like a
It's
room
not
this big,
protected.
and a room this big and a room this big.
Right, but I've been to parts of those towns where there is nothing to draw you there. Nothing.
That
no,
is
no
Poe's
historical
house.
anything. But there's still fucking Poe's house. There's my point. There's a reason to go there, right?
Poe's house.
Would you have gone there had Poe's house not been Poe's
no,
house?
but
That's my point.
legitimately, Poe's
I'm not-
house
I'm not arguing
has
that.
street signs that was like, lock your fucking doors.
I don't.
Do not
I'm not
leave
arguing that. I'm just saying
valuables
That's what
in
we're
your
the only
talking
reason
about.
you went there is because there's an attraction. That's all I said.
There was a brewery too.
Another attraction.
Not no.
But it wasn't the brewery wasn't the attraction. The brewery was a pit stop.
the brewery's like,
Okay, it was an attraction for you.
steal yourself.
It was
you're,
like,
you're about to go to Poe's house.
do you want to rent a locker to put your shit in?
I mean, and to be honest, you guys know me. I don't want to live in Columbus either. I'd rather be somewhere out here with 100 and some acres.
So why are you defending Poe's house?
I'm not defending Poe's house. I was doing the opposite.
I feel like you're defending Poe's house.
I'm sorry that you're incorrect.
I mean, am I though?
Yes.
God damn it, I'm gonna miss this.
Yeah.
You're
Think about
not.
this
You're
when-
just going to be on another phone line.
You're right. I'm
Think
gonna be
about
on a
this when
phone
you're
line.
yeah.
And like, I'm gonna,
Remember
like,
this when you're out soaking
Yeah.
with your eight
right,
wives.
like,
In your magic underwear.
I'm like,
And you're no alcohol.
Like 2 hours prior, I'm gonna be like, hey guys, I closed last night.
I'm like, well,
Tough shit. Get some whiskey. You better pregame every
Elliott.
show.
I would say out of where you visited, if I had to pick any of the cities that you were at, I would pick Philadelphia.
Yeah, Philly is just like Eagles fans.
It's a
which
piece
is
of shit.
terrifying.
It's a Philly's a piece of shit.
Thank you.
Baltimore.
Thank you.
No, like-
Baltimore's
All I
worse.
said was Philly's a piece of shit. You
Yeah,
guys were like,
like-
oh, I wouldn't visit that near post house.
Baltimore
It was
is
in the ghetto.
worse.
Oh, Ohio sucks.
They're like,
Ohio is awful.
I
Fuck
agree
Ohio.
Baltimore's worse. I said
like,
Baltimore
no,
sucks.
You
no,
didn't.
Baltimore's bad.
Bullshit.
Philly throws like diesel batteries at Santa.
Yeah. Yeah, like
You
Like-
guys are just
In
justifying
Chicago,
the whole last 20
like,
minutes.
if-
Chicago
You're
is
such
just
hypocrites, both of you.
fuck Chicago.
Mainly Martelle.
No,
Oh, dude,
I'm
Chicago's.
good with Chicago.
I've been to Chicago twice, and that was 3 times too many.
I've never been to Chicago, and I'm
I've been
fine
to
with that.
Chicago a lot of times.
I've had
and I'm
Malort.
short.
Yeah,
I love Chicago.
It's like I went to New York. Now the boys are like, "We want to go to New York. We want to see the Statue of Liberty." I'm like, "No, you don't."
Yeah.
Go to Chicago. Go to New York.
Go to New Chicago.
New Short.
Go to New York. See the Statue of Liberty. Go to
No, I'll go to Jersey and see the Statue of Liberty.
You can get a good sandwich.
yeah,
Better
maybe
sandwich
will
in New
say-
York.
I will say I had some good food in New York,
good deli.
but I don't
Cat's
care
Deli.
to go back. It's never been. I didn't get to go to Cats, and I'm not waiting
Deli's
that long.
fine. Yeah,
It's like going to
New
Thurman's,
York
wait 2
deli is
hours for a
fine.
fucking overpriced hamburger.
Hmm.
I've still never gone to Thurman's.
Thurman's is great.
Thurman's-
I've never had to wait.
Every single time I
Ever.
used to go, I tried for so many years. Everybody's like, "Let's go." It's like 2.5 hour wait, and it's a burger. And
What?
everybody that's had the burger.
How are you getting
go
it?
on like a day where like Ohio State's playing, the Blue Jackets are playing,
And there's
the
a
Clippers are playing?
there's a concert with Metallica.
Right.
Yes.
I've
that's
I've
the only
never
reason-
walked into
those
Thurman's.
reasons-
never waited for Thurman's.
Those reasons are the only reasons I would go to Columbus anymore and work.
I mean, no. I mean, there
I would
are,
drive to Columbus for like a good meal. There are great
but
restaurants
Thurman's
in Columbus.
has a great burger.
I've heard
if you
it's-
go
I've heard
on when
it's
there's
okay.
not a thing going on,
every
you can
person
get in.
that I trust, not Yelp and not
us.
obviously. You guys have already proven you have terrible taste in everything
I mean,
except bourbon and whiskey.
well,
for the
then
most
you
part.
just go ahead and fucking drink
Thurman's
that and
is
shut the fuck
a-
up.
okay.
Experience.
Thurman's is good though. Like
Yeah.
I've been to Thurman's a couple times. I actually need to take the girls down there. Maybe I'll do that while Liz is out of town.
Like
Now
I'll go
I
to,
feel like
I used to go
I
to
need-
Schmidt's for lunch while I was working down
You know
there.
what? Smith's is good, but I'm not a huge fan of Smith's.
I love
Schmitz
Schmidt's.
is good in person.
I love
Smith's
Schmidt's
was
when I was
good
there
pre
because we could-
2020.
We could.
I
That's when I would have been there.
I
so
don't
yeah,
disagree
I
with
can't
that.
say
Yeah.
after. I haven't been after
They got rid of the whole
buffet thing.
buffet thing
Oh,
that they
yeah,
did,
Well, screw
Fuck
that.
and
Screw that. Then.
that it's not worth
Their
it.
food truck's good.
Yeah, the food truck's amazing.
We've hit up. It comes down
except
Circleville.
for
We've
the
hit it
cream
up.
Yeah.
puff.
They have the cream puff at
the
the
cream
food
puffs,
truck.
yeah, they have the cream puffs
Cream puffs are not as good as they are at,
in
Well,
the restaurant.
I would agree with that.
yeah, but they have the it's
You
travel.
okay there, buddy? See?
Anyway, so what do you
So
think
how
about
we talk shit
the?
about Columbus and love Philly?
What do you think about the Hercules and
I forget.
Paladin
You should pour me
and
another one so I can try it again.
ginger ale?
I forget.
11 out of 10.
It's great.
I need more to taste. Mike says 11 out of 10.
I'm liking it. All right, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Insta Google Tubestagram.
Go to Philly, not Ohio, because fuck Ohio.
Yeah,
I'm
go to
Martelle
Philly,
for
have
Mark
fun.
and Randy, and we're out. We're face.
Living life, no future, no past. Alcohol rebel yell, echoes in the dark. Whiskey podcasts like this one. Martelle, Mike, and Randy raise the glass. Living life, no future, no past.